Hi everybody and welcome to Lazy Cat Tarot. Here's another day in the world of tarot. So happy that you're here. Thank you. Click like and subscribe if you could to help me to grow and share with others. That would be amazing. So we're coming into Leo season, so I figured that we would do some readings around Leo, and we'll start with let's start with Aries. So this is a reading for Aries today in the season of Leo that's coming up in the next few weeks. So we're going to pull a focus card, and that'll be sort of where the message is aligned. And then we'll dig in a little more deeply. Okay, 3 came out, so we're just going to shuffle and pick one here. Okay, it says here, surrender. Oh, they might all be connected. Okay, so this one is surrender denial. Accept people and situations exactly as they are without denying the difficulties. Then you can see things clearly and make the best decisions. So this is about not glamoring things. It's about seeing things exactly as they present instead of maybe seeing them the way that you hope that they would be. And this is surrender worry. Make a commitment not to lead an anxiety-driven life. When worries arise, breathe them out of your body. Focus on the power of your heart and have faith that Spirit's always guiding you. And then this one, surrender obsessive thinking. If you're obsessing about a person or a situation, turn the dilemma over to Spirit. Doing so will help you bring clarity or even solve the problem. So these are all connected, you know. There's denial somewhere around a situation that you are worrying about with somebody for sure. So this could be any kind of connection that you have with someone. It could be sibling, it could be parent, it could be any family relation, it could be a close friend, it could be your partner, it could be anybody. But it's clear that there's some kind of conflict happening, and it's gotten you to the point where you just don't want to look at it. So let's dig a little more deeply with the tarot and see what this might be about, how you might be able to get some support or some clarity with this. I usually shuffle up the deck until the cards fall out. We've got a few already here, which I'll organize as we go. Okay. I'll get rid of this one. We'll use those later. All right, so we just need a few more. And if not, then we'll cut the deck for them. And thanks for your patience, and thanks for coming in. This is all spiritually based, self-awareness, self-improvement based tarot. I typically don't get into the negative, with the exception of how we can move forward in a positive, so like solution based or alternative based. Okay, we've got 2 more. Oh, 1 more. Okay, we got 1 more here, and there it is. Okay, let's see what we've got. All right, my friends, let's see. We've got some, we have some court cards. Wow, okay, we've got 2 major arcana sitting together. Excuse me. We've got quite a lot of wands here as well. All right, well, let's get started. So this is around, there's a situation where you're very worried, you're obsessing about it, it's sort of stuck. You're stuck with it. You don't know what to do with it. And you're not seeing it for the situation it clearly is. Either because you're seeing it from a lens from the past, where you've seen past experiences and you're bringing that into your understanding of what you're seeing, or there's some fear base there. There's something there that's blocking you from not seeing what's happening, or from not seeing the truth of a situation or a solution. And this has caused you to become obsessive about it, to worry about it, to really sit in that, negative space. So we're starting out with the 8 of Wands. And the 8 of Wands is about movement and action. Previous hurdles are clear and is full steam ahead. So whatever this is, there's the implication here that it is going to clear up. Right with that, we have the 8 of Laurels, and that is about hard work leading to mastery. So it may seem boring or pointless, but these things are necessary. So this is about sticking to something. When you get to the eights, it's just about you're wondering if you should drop something or move forward. And this is a card that says, stay focused and move forward, and you can keep going. And then here, we've got the Six of Cups in reverse. So that means you're maturing. You're working through your past issues and becoming stronger through it. And there's a brighter future ahead. So all of this is saying together that there's some work to do. There is a solution. There is full steam ahead. There's a path. There's a path there. But that path is, it needs for you to do a little more work. It needs for you to lean in a little more from an objective space, from sort of a step back and take a look at it from an outsider's point of view. How would they perceive it? Or look at the situation like you're looking at it for your friend. What advice would you give to your friend in this kind of a situation? And, perhaps that's the advice you need. And the Six of Cups says you're moving through this. You are maturing, but there's going to be a little bit of discomfort in there because you're moving through some things that either need to be cleared, or you're coming into a space of energy that's unfamiliar to you. And sometimes the unfamiliar is frightening for us. We get nervous around it, right? So moving forward here, we've got the King of Wands. Now, the King of Wands can see the full picture beginning to end. He leads you to common goals. The court cards often represent people. So this could literally be a king figure in your life. The identity or gender does not matter. It can represent anything, on the identity sort of full spectrum. But this person embodies leading others. This person embodies sound advice and common, helping the group work towards a common goal, is practical. So you may have that kind of person in your life, or you're maybe being encouraged to embrace that kind of energy when looking at this situation. But attached to this king here is the Four of Cups in reversed, which means seize the day. You suddenly clearly see the beauty in your life and you can feel excited again. So this is really excellent. With this wisdom, you're going to be able to move through. And then you've got the Ten of Wands, which typically can be, it's like a reward card. It's a completion of hard work, and it says to keep going. You'll get a well-deserved and hard-earned outcome from it. So what these three mean together is that there's something that you're kind of, it's got you worried, it's got you concerned, you don't want to own it, or you don't want to see it for what it is, you don't want to acknowledge whatever's going on with this other person. You can't really believe what you're seeing, and it's causing you to worry, it's causing you stress. This could even be what's coming in here is this could even be a situation with family and addictions and that kind of problem, some kind of family problem that's just come through here, especially with this king energy and saying with this denial, but you've got the support in here that's available to you. It's just a matter of seeing the situation for what it is and not for what you want it to be. And that's why I'm leaning in towards maybe this is a relationship you have with someone that is struggling and you're not knowing what to do. You don't want to admit that there's struggle. Your heart is hurting. You're not sure what to do about that. You want them to be well. You feel a bit powerless. So you're obsessing over that and you're obsessing over them. But that energy it's very chaotic. It's very nervous. It's very anxious. And so what you're sending them is that energy, as opposed to sending calm, sending love, sending strength. And we don't realize how much power our energy has. So sitting in this state of worry, denial, confusion on behalf of this other person or because of this other person, so to speak, excuse me, pardon me, when you focus on that, you're projecting out that level of energy, that tension, as opposed to being in a calm space and just sending them the most love you can, the best love you can. And, praying for them or intending for them to have the best outcome that serves their highest good, and just be there to listen if that's something that's safe and you can do. But there's more to the reading, so let's move forward. There's the Two of Cups in reverse. Out of sync, partnerships are strained and difficult. Yeah, and you need to openly communicate to move through. So this is a strained relationship, and it does feel like there's suffering going on someone's part there. You've got the Tower. There are two. If this reading ends, so to speak, with the two major arcana, which is very interesting. You've got the Tower, which is a sudden change. This is fire energy. This is Mars energy. This is an unexpected upheaval. When you see the Tower, you know, a lot of people get nervous, but things need to break apart in order to come back together, right? So this Tower moment, it's saying to you, you've got what you need to move through this or support this person in moving through this together. You know, you've got the wisdom of this King energy. You've got the support, but you've got some work to do where you need to look and internalize. And this will move through, but it's gonna upset some applesauce, you know? And like any change does, any change is going to upset things a little bit, because that's what change is all about. It's all about throwing the popcorn in the air and then, you know, bringing it back down and realigning it in the bowl the way that you prefer for it to be, right? And then your last card here is Strength. And this is also a fire. It's in Leo. So throughout Leo season, through this next month, this is, you know, several weeks, this is what you're going to be looking at. And this card is controlling any situation with your powerful inner strength. So you need to have the desire to move ahead. You have to lean into your inner strength. And once you lean into your inner strength, then that will open things up for you. You have all kinds of support here, but there's this one thing is that you're hesitant to do a little bit of inside work, whether that's thinking about something, having a conversation, having a quote confrontation. But remember, conflict doesn't have to be ugly. You know, conflict resolution can be very, very peaceful. It's the intention that we bring to something, right? So let's just get a couple of ending messages here for our Aries during the Leo portal time. And we're just going to split these because they're new and they don't want to fall out. So we'll take 3. We'll see where they connect. So far, they're really connecting. So this one is, no need to struggle against the wind when you can catch the current and sail easily upon the breeze. Smooth flight. So this is all about, you don't need to sit in suffering. You don't need to sit in this situation. You don't need to feel these feels. You have the power to transmute this energy, and you have the support and the tools to do that. And once you allow that to flow and stop resisting, things will follow much more quickly and smoothly. And then you've got, you're on the right path. Call in Sawar Kente for courage, confidence, and protection. So you're going to do the work. It might not be the easiest month, but by the end of the month, you're going to feel so much better. And the last one is Ruby Throat. Speak, write, and create. The world needs to hear your song. So to me, that means whatever's happening needs to be communicated. It needs to be communicated in whatever way you can do that. And if you can't speak to the people, then journal. And that's just write. Just write. Whatever it is, just write. No intention. Nobody's going to look at it. It can be ugly. It can be silly. It can be anything you want it to be. But just express. Get those feelings. Get those thoughts. Get those things out. And if you want some kind of, you know, process with them, you can tear them up into small bits and you can release them. You can burn them. You can just let them go. You can store them. Whatever it is you want to do. So Aries, this is your reading for the Leo season of 2024. I hope it connects in with someone and you get something from that. Please remember to like and to share and to subscribe. That would be amazing to have Lazy Cat Tarot grow. Well, remember to live big, shine your light bright. Until next time.